All right, everybody. We're going to get started here in just about 5 minutes. Got about 5 minutes before we get started, and with the load board report. And we're live on YouTube right now. I want to welcome my YouTube people. Let me go ahead and share. So we get this shared out to our Facebook. Okay. We give away free loads every weekday morning. All right. Post that to Facebook. Got about 3 minutes before we get started. Y'all give me just a moment. Let me get this all shared out. Okay, we got about 2 more minutes. All right. I think we're about ready to get started. Let me start my recording and we'll get started here. All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It is 6:15 on the dot, 6:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Tallahassee, Florida. And today is Thursday morning, bright and early. So that must mean it's time for the Load Board Report, sponsored by and brought to you by the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and the National Dispatchers Network. As always, my name is Calvin Butler, and I'm your host for the Load Board Report, a weekday daily report of what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and loads. And as always, here on the Load Board Report, we give away free loads. No dispatch fees, no contracts, no agreements needed. We give away free loads here on the Load Board Report every morning. Call in 866-973-6445. When you call in, you'll be on live and you can tell us where you are, what type of trailer you have, and what you're looking for. And we'll look up some loads for you. And hopefully we can get you set up and ready to go and run those loads. When you do that, there's no obligation on your part to sign up with us or anything of that nature. We provide you with the broker's number or the direct shipper's number, and you contact them and go ahead and book that freight and make that money. All right, let's get started. Yesterday, we were featuring a load board, which was our one of the load boards that we offer to our students here in the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, because we provide for our students, for our enrolled students, we provide for them more than 100 load boards, so they don't have to pay for load boards. We also provide for them access to more than 19 million shippers, so they don't have to pay for any type of shipper list or anything like that. We also provide for them access to a owner-operator's locator site, so they can locate and connect with every owner-operator registered in every state. We also provide for them all the tools, resources, training, support, things of that nature, along with their documents, contracts, and their agreement forms, everything that they need to run their dispatch firm or their brokerage firm. We provide this because this is what we offer, along with our live training and access to more than 140,000 hours of pre-recorded operational training videos on freight brokering and on dispatching. No other training platform can make that type of offer, but that's what we do here. All right. And if you want to join our platform, simply go to mydispatcher.org and you can enroll with any debit or credit card. $349.95 is the regular individual enrollment, and $39.95 per month is your monthly subscription fee to access your back office tools, resources, training, support, and everything you need. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Start sharing my screen. And as always, start sharing my screen. And as always, we always start with our load map from Direct Freight. Direct Freight is one of my favorite load boards. It's one of the load boards that we provide access to free of charge to our students. And we always start with our load map to give you all a snapshot of what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and freight availability. Remember, if you want us to look up a load for you, look up freight for you in your specific area, give me a call, 866-973-6445. Again, that's 866-973-6445. Doesn't matter what extension you hit, this time in the morning, you're only going to get me. So go ahead and do that. Get online with us and call us, and we'll get you all some loads and let y'all know what's going on in your neck of the wood when it comes to freight. Gotta have that coffee. Y'all know me. I'm a coffee man. All right, I don't do tea, but I do coffee. All right, what's going on? All right, as always, looks like the great state of Texas again is still leading the load boards with the most available freight that's available. That's no surprise. Texas has always had more freight available than any other state, at least as long as I've been in the business, which has been since 2017. So, well, 2014 when I first started driving trucks. So here it is. Texas again is leading the load boards with 6,541 loads available in the state of Texas. Over in Louisiana, we have 1,001 loads in Louisiana. In Mississippi, we have 1,753 loads. Alabama, we have 3,036 loads. Here in Florida, we have 1,683 loads. Hope everyone is okay and safe down here in Florida. We had a tropical storm to move through our nice sunny state here yesterday and last night. Some tornadoes and things like that. I hope everyone is okay. In Georgia, we have 2,916 loads that are currently available in the state of Georgia. In South Carolina, we have 1,823 loads in the great state of South Carolina. Looks like we got our first call. One moment here.
Call for extension 0 to accept. Press 1 to send the voicemail. Press.
This is Calvin Butler with the Load Board Report, sponsored by the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. How can I help you this morning?
Good morning, Calvin. How are you doing?
I am doing great. How about yourself, ma'am?
I'm blessed. Thank you. My name is Angela Lachey at Poly Logistics, and I wanted wanted to know if you could help me find a load coming out of Georgia for 2 box trucks.
Okay, you're in Georgia, you have 2 box trucks. Woo, that's gonna be a challenge. Okay. And just to let our viewers know, box trucks are not regular semi trucks. They're not part of the big 3. So now you know you're live, you know, in our broadcast. So I'm talking not just to you, but to all of our viewers. Okay. For our viewers out there, if you're not familiar with box trucks, they are a niche product, which is not part of the big 3. The big 3 is flatbed, dry van, and reefer. Not the kind you smoke, but the kind you refrigerate. Okay, we call those reefers. Now, don't think we smoking over here. We are talking about trucks. That's our slang for refrigerated in the industry. But she is looking for box trucks out of Georgia. What part of Georgia are you in, ma'am? Atlanta. So let's go ahead and just put up Atlanta here. Let's see what's close to Atlanta. And today we are searching on one of our load boards, which is direct freight, is what we're searching on right now. Atlanta, Georgia, and she is looking for a box truck. So let me pull up, see what they got down here as far as box trucks on this particular load board. Now, a lot of load boards will not feature a box truck category, but they have what's called an other, and I'm gonna give y'all a little hint. If you're looking for splinter vans, box trucks, and hot shots, cargo vans, things like that, if you click on, less than a full load or partial loads, a lot of times you can find brokers and shippers that will allow you to put those partial loads on a box truck or a splinter van or a hot shot. So that's kind of a little, not so much known, little strategy in the industry if you're looking for a box, because it's going to be hard to find loads for a box truck because they're not part of that big 3, as we mentioned before. So if you're looking for those type of loads, another good category for you to search in is partial loads. Okay, so you may be able to find a shipper or a broker that would allow you to put those loads, that freight, on a box truck when you're looking for that type of thing. All right. They do have a cargo van category, which is pretty much the same as a box truck, and they have a hot shot, but you have a but you need to. But a lot of times when you put in the hot shot, it's going to be stuff that flatbeds would carry. So we're not going to put that. So we're going to look for cargo vans, and we're also going to see if we can find some partial loads here. What do we have? Do we have any partial loads? All right. Load size. Let's go with partials. And you're looking for something this morning, correct? Yeah. All right. And today is the 9th. September the 9th. All right. We're doing our search. We got everything in here. See what pops up. Like I said, not a whole lot of stuff. Matter of fact, the stuff that they're showing, it doesn't even have rates on it. But that kind of lets you know how rare these loads are. But there are loads leaving out of Atlanta. You can call up the broker on these to see what they're paying. There are loads that are leaving out of Atlanta. Here's one that's 56 minutes old, so it's fairly new. It's 1,142 trip miles though. Okay, so I don't know if you want to go that many miles in a box truck, but that's what it is. It's going to Westlaco, Texas, and it's a partial. It's 1,500 pounds. Is that something that you can carry? Yeah. Okay. If the length is only 10 feet, 1,500 pounds, it doesn't have a pay rate. So, and the ship date is today, and that broker's number, it is Bennett Truck Transport. Okay, at 800-426-1234. 220. Okay, that's one load. Now you got to call them to get the price on these, because these are not showing prices. Find you something that's a little bit shorter. Now that's the great thing about it, zero deadhead is right there in Atlanta. Now here's another one that's 11 deadhead miles over to Decatur. Now, no, let's take a look at this one. There's 15 deadhead miles over to Tucker, Georgia. Okay, it's only 848 miles, so it's a little less on trip miles, and it's going to Magnolia, Texas. That's also a partial, but it's a partial, but it's requiring a 53. It's 53 feet, so you can't take that one. Okay, that's going to be too long. There's another one that's 11 deadhead miles. The trip miles is 2,600 and 2,611 miles, going to picking up in Decatur, heading to Portland, Oregon, and that's a partial. It's only 2,500 on the weight. There's no length requirements, so that's good, and that's leaving today also too. And the number to that broker is, and their credit report is a 94, so that's pretty good. They've got a decent credit report score, 94. If y'all don't know, 100 is probably the best you can get. So when you see something that's in the upper 80s and above, that's a pretty good credit report. That means that they pay on time and they have a good record of paying. Okay, Becker Logistics Incorporated is going to be that broker, and that number is 630-529-0700. Okay, and did you get those numbers? 630-529-0700. That's correct. Now, I'm going to show y'all something here, what you can do, because when you on this particular load board, you can click on these loads. Let's go up here and click on the one that's leaving right from Atlanta, from Bennett. When you click on those loads, all right, you can go to an area down here that says this company has one additional match for this exact search. So if you're looking at some of the loads that they have, also when you click on it, it reveals their pay rate. Okay. No, it doesn't reveal their pay rate. It just shows them it doesn't show what the posted rate. It shows them what the fuel cost is and the other costs. So it doesn't show the pay rate. But when you click on it, you can click on it and you can see where it says this company has one additional match is for this exact search. So if you click on that, that will show you what other load they have that they also have available, because you're just searching, on the load board and you're not really looking for everything that they have. So when you do that, you can click on it and it'll show you the additional load that they have. And there it is there. They got a lot of loads, but here's another one that they have that's going from Winslow, Texas. Looks like that load runs more than once. Looks like that might be something that they run weekly or multiple times per week, because they've got it on here again, leaving out. Looks like it leaves every other day. And I'm trying to see what other loads they have that matches that. I don't see any more partials. I see all full loads that requires those, like good length, 48, 53, and stuff like that. Now, also you want to make sure if you can get a return load, right?
Yeah.
So let's do a reverse search on that. See what's going back the other way. If you take that load, you also want to make sure you can get out. Okay, you want to make sure you can get out. Load size, partial. You're gonna look for here again. We are looking for the cargo van. Is your box truck is it temperature control?
No.
Okay. Because a lot of times some box trucks are temperature controlled. If they're temperature controlled, you can also search, refrigerated in partials too. So
right.
Those are just some little tips there, just little tips that we give people and let y'all know how to search this stuff. All right, let's see what's going back. Doesn't have anything going back within 100-mile radius of Winslow, Texas, heading back to Atlanta on that particular one. Okay. Let me check 150-mile radius. Search that. Doesn't seem to have anything within 150-mile radius either. And see, this is the problem you have with box trucks. Not saying that it's a bad niche to be in. It's just that when you're searching on load boards, unless it's a load board that's specific for those types of trailers or those type of equipment, you're gonna have a hard time finding freight, especially going there and coming back. Now, here's what I would suggest to you if you want to increase your revenue in using box trucks, sprinter vans, and things of that nature. You gotta do some good old-fashioned door-to-door sales. Okay, you gotta start contacting mom and pop shops, small shipping distribution plants, things like that, grocery stores, small liquor stores, those type of things. You literally have to beat the bushes and call them directly and set up a personal contract with those types of vendors. Once you do that, and if you do that with enough of them, and you can situate yourself or position yourself to where now you have like dedicated runs where you're running the same routes all the time, but you always have your truck loaded. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I would do if I was the owner of a box truck or if I was dispatching for a box truck. I would be calling these mom and pop shops in your area or where you want to be at. I'll be calling those places and I'll be setting up direct contracts with you with those companies, because those people, they really like dealing with someone that they're going to get to know, someone that they're going to see all the time, the same person over and over again. That's where you're going to make your money at. That's where you're going to be able to scale your box truck business, your sprinter van business, even your hot shot business. You can do that the same thing with hot shot. Call these small lumber companies and things like that. If you got a hot shot, flatbed trailer, whatever the case may be, those type of ways, that's how you're going to scale your business in using, that type of truck. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, hopefully we was helpful for you. If you ever decide you want to join our platform, we have plenty of dispatchers who do work with box trucks. So if you want to join our platform, just go over to mydispatcher.org and you'll see how to join our platform. Okay?
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you calling us here on the Load Board Report.
Okay, have a good day.
All right, you too. Be safe out there.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. All right, so that's box trucks. As I was letting y'all know, box trucks, they are a niche product. Sprinter vans, box trucks, even hot shots. They're kind of difficult to find loads for if you're on any of the regular type load boards, because the majority, I would say 95% of the industry caters to the big three: reefer, not the kind you smoke, but refrigerated trucks, refrigerated carriers, dry van carriers, and flatbeds. These are 4 to 8 foot, 53 foot, long trailers, the regular one that get pulled by the big semi truck. That's the industry go-to type of freight. But when you're dealing with box trucks and things like that, it's going to be kind of difficult. Let's go over to our YouTube channel, see if we got any viewers and see if we got anybody watching, see if anybody is asking the questions over there. Nothing on our YouTube channel. Okay. Let's check our Facebook page, see what we got over here. If anybody has posed any questions on Facebook or anything like that. Okay, nothing on Facebook. All right, so let's get back. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing on Facebook that we have going on right now. So let's get back to our map here. We was in the middle of letting y'all know what's going on here in the country. Now, if you want to know, again, if you want to know what's going on in your neck of the woods, give us a call, 866-973-6445, and we will locate freight for you free of charge here live on the Load Board Report. Now, I think I left off up here around about North Carolina. North Carolina, load availability in North Carolina today is 1,934 loads. Great state of Tennessee, 1,950 loads. In Kentucky, 1,895 loads. In the great state of Virginia, we have 1,637 loads. West Virginia, we have 396 loads. Ohio, we have 3,054 loads. Wow, they're up there. In Pennsylvania, 3,084 loads. New York, 2,002 loads. We're coming up on the anniversary of 9/11. My heart goes out to all Americans who witnessed that day. I remember tuning in live. It was a normal day, and I'm watching, NBC, Good Morning America, whatever it is, or the Today Show, and it was just so surreal. But that was 20 years ago, and we're coming up on the anniversary of that. So be safe out there. No, we're in a very, very, very strange world now. But New York has 2,002 loads. And up in Maine, we have 262 loads. Move my ugly mug out the way so I can see some of the other stuff. In Vermont, we have 79 loads. In New Hampshire, we have 136 loads. In Massachusetts, we have 630 loads. In Rhode Island, we have 17 loads. Woo, a whole bunch of 17 loads there. In Connecticut, we have 318 loads. New Jersey, 1,283 loads. In Delaware, we have 101 loads. In Maryland, we have 984 loads. Jump over here to Michigan, we have 1,824 loads. Indiana, 2,876 loads. Illinois, 3,933 loads. Missouri, we have 1,555 loads available. In Arkansas, we have 3,695 loads. In Oklahoma, 822 loads. Kansas, 653 loads. Nebraska, 451 loads. I take that back. In Iowa, we have 752 loads. In Wisconsin, we have 1,898 loads. Minnesota, we have 1,042 loads. North Dakota, we have 181 loads. South Dakota, 352 loads. Nebraska, 451 again. We talked about Kansas. Yep. In Montana, we have 328 loads. In Wyoming, we have 244 loads. Colorado, 881 loads. New Mexico, 364 loads. Arizona, we have 777 loads. 777. Woo, triple sevens. Well, y'all, I don't know about y'all, but y'all better go out and play that. Triple sevens. I don't play the lottery myself. I think the only gambling I do is I fold my money over. I figure the best way to double your money is you fold it over once or twice, put it in your pocket. That's the best way to double your money. Okay. In Utah, 900 loads, dead on the head. In Wyoming, 244 loads. We talked about Montana, 328 loads. Indiana, Idaho, 737 loads. Great state of California, 3,438 loads. Y'all be careful out there with those wildfires. Nevada, 407 loads. Oregon, getting up in these mountains areas here, 1,042 loads, and up in the great state of Washington, woo, chilly, cold up there. It's 1,053 loads. All right, that's a snapshot of what's going on in your neck of the woods as far as load availability. So now let's go ahead and let's take a look at another load board that we're going to feature today. We have another load board that we're featuring today. This is another load board that we use to locate freight, another load board that we provide to our students and our enrolled members with the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, because we do provide them with over 100 load boards, so they don't have to pay for load boards. And one of those load boards that we provide them access to is called Next Loads. And I've got them pulled up with a snap with a look at the country. I can pull up, all of those in the United States. You know, and they've got quite a few loads here, as you can see. Top 5 searches. They also got, you know, quite a few loads with the prices on them. And one of the things that they have started doing, that they have a you know, what they call new load alerts. They also have that too, where it tells you we have 39 new loads found for this search. So you have to click refresh. You just refresh it real quick, and it'll include those new loads that were found. And right now we are searching for anywhere in the country is what we're doing. In order to do that, you have to put in USA. Okay. And then I think if you redo it, there's actually a way for you to pull up all the loads in the United States. But if you put in USA, that should do it. And then all you got to do from here is go up here and you click where it says the rates, and it should gives you the rates first. The one that, there we go. It should pop up and tell you the ones that have the rates posted first. Now, another thing that this load board does that's really nice, it also shows you the rate per mile. They didn't used to do that. Okay. As a matter of fact, almost none of the load boards did that before we started doing it with our own software. About a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago, one of our members, Mr. Khalid Hodge, that's Khaled, last name Haj. Y'all can look him up. His name is Khalid Hodge, very talented software designer. He joined our platform, and he developed with our advice and our tutoring. He came to us and he did a private consultation. He paid for a private consultation because we do private consulting for $100 per hour. So he came to us. He did a private consultation, and he wanted to know what other ways could he make money in this industry. And through our private consultation, we learned that he was a pretty talented software developer. He worked with, computer software codes and things like that. So we suggested to him that he take a look at load boards and develop something that would be instrumental, or that could go along with load boards that currently was not being provided with load boards in general. And one of the things that we talked about was the ability for people who search load boards to see the rate per mile. Because our big thing in our network was, how much money do you need to move your truck? So after the consultation with us, he decided that he was going to develop a software that would show you the rate per mile. And he did that and made a ton of money in doing so. Okay, made a ton of money. We started featuring that software on our platform, which is, and that software is Straight Dispatch. STR, the number 8, Dispatch. So you can look it up. It's called Straight Dispatch, and it's a load board extension where you add it onto your browser, and then when you search load boards, it will show you, it will highlight the loads that were paying, what you were looking for or more. So if you wanted loads that was paying $3 per mile, you put the $3 per mile in there. When you search the load board, it will highlight all the loads that were paying $3 per mile or higher. So when he did that, after about a year of doing that, it became very popular within that first year. Extremely, extremely popular. Everybody was trying to get that. All of our members had it, and we had more than 2,000 members, and he had a huge following. A bunch of people were trying to get it. Trucking companies, brokers, everybody was getting that software. And the load boards, they took notice of that, and so then they started putting the rate per mile on their load boards. Okay, so in that sense, we were a big, huge influence on the industry when it comes to these load boards now showing you the rate per mile. So not trying to pat ourselves on the back, but we do deserve some credit for that. All right, let's see what they got going on. Okay, they've got some loads here leaving out of Oklahoma City. His load leaving here out of Oklahoma City, which is a reefer load, is 40,000. It's 40,000 pounds. It picks up in. I'm sorry. It picks up in Cantridge, Missouri, and is going to Oklahoma City. Okay, it's going to Oklahoma City. It's 256 miles is the trip miles. Okay. Distance. All distances are approximate distance will vary based on, yeah, that's the trip miles, knowing that. Okay. And it's paying $1,900, $7.42 per mile. Pretty good rate per mile. The broker on that is D&L Transport. Okay, let's click on it. The broker on that is D&L Transport. Their number is 866-559-0203. As for Jason Whitley, okay, that's the broker on that load. Okay, I'm looking to see if they've got any credit ratings on here. I don't see any credit ratings, but that is a reefer load, and it is a full. It's a full load, 53-foot trailer. It is required. Okay, so there it is right there. That's the load. If you all want to see the map, show you all the map real quick. That's your route. You can click on that, and it'll pull it up for you, and it will show you the route of where you need to go. All right. Remember, if you want us to look up a load for you, call 866-973-6445. 866-973-6445, toll free. Doesn't matter what extension you hit, whatever extension you hit this time, one you're gonna get with me. Okay. So if you need a load, you still got enough time to call us up and get a load. We give away free loads from 6:15 a.m. until about 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 6:45. We have 15 minutes left. So if you want a free load, give us a call up. We'll look up loads for you and put you on the right track and give you some great advice of how to stay loaded. All right. They also have a load leaving out of Van Buren, just like Arizona. No, Arkansas. I think that's what that is. Yep, going to Fort Worth, Texas. All right, now it's showing me deadhead miles if you were leaving from here in Florida. It's got my destination in. Okay, I'm not really concerned about that. I'm just letting y'all know if you're in the Van Buren area up there in Arizona. No, I think that's Arkansas. Hold on here. Yeah, if you're in the Van Buren area, you can pick that load up, and it's going to Fort Worth, Texas. That's a reefer also too. The weight on it is 32,940 pounds. Not really that heavy. It's paying $1,600, $5.32 per mile. Okay, that's 301 trip miles. You can make that in one day. Come on, y'all. Y'all can run that in one day. Some of y'all can run that, drop it off, and then run something going back the other way. Okay, I mean, you really can. That load is fairly new. It's been on there for 41 minutes, and you need to call Sham Logistics Solution, 888-343-7329, and that's where you need to call to get the information on that load. That is a full load as well, 53 footer. All right, let's see what we got that's not reefer. Here's one that could be ran by a reefer or a dry van. It leaves out of Bentonville. Actually, there's two of them. Yep, there's two of them leaving out of Bentonville. They're both going to Louisville, Kentucky. This is one of those type of things where you have multiple loads leaving out of the same place, and it is can be ran either by a reefer or a dry van. Okay, and it's paying $3,000, $5.20 per mile. 45,000 pounds, not that heavy. 577 miles. You make that run in one day. And that load is 41 minutes old. Now, the pickup on these loads is not today. Let me go back and let y'all know something. On this load, the pickup is on the 28th. You got two of them. The pickup is on the 28th. It's not leaving out today. Let me go and change my pickup date to match today. And let's see what we got here on some stuff that's leaving out this morning. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. We have a dry van load leaving our Fayetteville, Arkansas, going to Saxonburg, Pennsylvania. I've been to Saxonburg before. Oh, light load too, 18,092 pounds. I like light loads. You can haul buggy doing light loads. Paying $3,300, $3.27 per mile. That's not bad for a dry van. The distance is 1,008 miles. You're not going to be able to run that in one day. It's going to take you a couple of days to run that, minimum. Circle Logistics is who you call. That load is 5 minutes old, leaving out this morning. Okay, it's just 5 minutes old. So if you want it, call up Andy Smith at 317-324-9919. That's 317. No, I'm sorry, that's his fax number. You can fax him at 317-324-9919. You can call him at 260-208-4500. 260-208-4500, or you can fax him at 317-324-9919. That's Andy Smith over at Circle Logistics Incorporated. And that is a dry van load, and it is a full load. Okay, well, it's not really that heavy, but they call it a full load. All right, and let's see what else we got leaving out of there. You got something leaving out of Lenexa, Kansas, going to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, another dry van. The weight on it is 3,840 pounds. Come on, y'all. That's real lightweight stuff. Paying $2,300. That's $3.14 per mile. 732 miles. I couldn't do that in one day legally. I couldn't do it in one day. The most miles I was able to do in one day was about 650. I did 680 twice in my career. But I could do 600, 625 with my eyes closed. But when you try to push it past 650, it gets really, really difficult to do that in one driving shift. Okay, but that's going 732 miles. You're gonna call Circle Logistics on that one too. And Circle Logistics, who you're gonna call? Andy Smith again is gonna be the person you're gonna contact on that. Again, his phone number is 260-208-4500, or you can fax him at 317-324-9919. We got about 5 minutes left for those of you who want to call in and get a load free live. You can call in and we can do those loads for you free live if you want to call in on something like that, and we'll try to get you all, a free load. 866-973-6445. I was just checking my YouTube channel, see if we had anybody that was looking at wanting to look at some loads. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's scroll down here. See if we can find us a flatbed with a price on it. Here's a flatbed right here. Flatbed leaving out of Wamego, Kansas. Okay. Going to Cedar Rapids. I think that's Iowa. And it's 5,000 pounds. Lightweight for a flatbedder. Lightweight. Paying $1,650 is going 371 miles. You can do that in one driving shift. Okay, that can be done in one driving shift, and it's paying $4.45 per mile. You're gonna call Coyote Logistics on that load. They're going to call Coyote Logistics, and looks like their number is 866-556-9583. And that's their dispatch number, 866-556-9583. Coyote Logistics on that particular load. That is, they say it's a full load, but it's only 48 foot, 5,000 pounds. I mean, come on. That's not a whole lot of weight. So, for a flatbed, that load is 38 minutes old. So that is a load that you can pick up now if y'all want it. It's 38 minutes old. There's another flatbed we have here leaving out of Wamego, Kansas, and it's going to Savannah, Georgia. 24,000 pounds. That's also at Coyote Logistics. It's paying $3,200, $2.71 per mile. If anybody wants that, that's what it's paying, $2.71 per mile. Another dry van load that's leaving out of Branson, Missouri, headed to Houston, Texas. Houston, dry van load, 44,000 pounds, paying $1,850, and that is a rate of $3 and looks like 14 cents per mile. It's going 589 miles. Yep, you can make that run in one day. If you're a driver, you can make that happen. Okay, if you are a driver, you can make that happen. What I mean by a driver means you keep the door closed. You're not stopping every hour to use the bathroom, stopping every hour to see the sights. Whatever. You keep that door closed and the hands on the wheel. You can make that run in one driving shift. Trust me on that. All right, but that's over at Sureway Transportation, Anderson Trucking Services. Their number is 320-258-2554. 320-258-2554. That's a full load. Paying decent money for a dry van, $3.14 per mile, $1,850. Not bad money for the day. 589 miles. All right. Woo. Okay, that's about it for our locating loads for today. We're approaching that 7 o'clock hour. It is 6:57 a.m. Now, yesterday, I was talking to y'all about the kind of money you can expect to make in dispatching, in freight brokering, and things of that nature. Had a lady on Facebook when I posted some stuff. She asked a question. She said, how much time do you have in this line of work? And it's a good question, but that's the wrong question to ask. Just because someone's been in something for a long period of time does not mean that they are good at it. Okay, and just because someone has been doing something for a short period of time does not mean that they are not good at it. Okay, the question you should be asking is, how successful are you in this line of work? Okay, that's a better question to ask. I have never ever put a whole bunch of value on how long a person has been doing something, because a person can be doing something the wrong way for 20 years and they're doing it the wrong way. They still don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, they're not doing it the right way. A person can be doing something for, 2 days, but they're doing it the right way and they're making a whole lot of money doing it because they're doing it the right way. So, my response was, I'm gonna, humor, or I'm going to, satisfy your curiosity on the time I've been in the industry. But the more important question is, how successful was I in this industry? And I told y'all yesterday that I was going to have my 1099s pulled up for my personal load bookings for what I do personally. Not what my company does, but what I did personally for me personally booking freight myself for my actual carriers that I book freight for. Now, my company books freight for 317 carriers at this point. 317, 340, it fluctuates between, that and that. But my company books freight for 317 carriers on average. every single week. Okay. Me personally, I don't book freight for that many carriers. I personally handle maybe about 9 or 10 carriers personally. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest with you, all of them are on dedicated. Okay, I got them all on dedicated, so I don't really have to, personally dispatch them every day. Most of what I do is I call and check up and make sure that the relationship between them and the shipper is still, solid. Relationship between them and the broker is solid. If there's anything that carrier needs, I call them up, twice a week, each one of them, to see if they need anything, if everything is going okay, if they have any gripes, if they have any concerns or anything like that. That's basically all I do, and basically just process the paperwork. But that's how you want to scale your business. Now, in doing that, like I said, I pulled up my 1099s, because in this business, okay, a lot of people will tell you, yeah, we can show you how to make $1 million a year. Okay, that ain't gonna happen. Okay, you can eventually if you scale your business right. Yes, you can. This is one of the most profitable industries on the face of the planet. Okay, I can attest to that. Okay, 12 years ago, I was homeless, struggling. When I started my dispatch firm, you all saw me, going from hotels, lobbies, dispatching, and when I was doing my freight brokerage firm, I was in hotel lobbies, and things like that. And I had a 24/7 storage unit that I was operating out of when I first started my freight brokerage firm back in 2016. Yeah, 2016 is when I started my first freight brokerage firm. Okay, 2000. I was just building it up. 2017, and then in 2017 is when I started really like gaining traction. So when I filed my taxes in 2018, that's where I started, showing you the results of what I was doing. So I went ahead and pulled up my 1099s for 2018, 19, and 2020. Okay. So to show you all what type of money you can expect to make when you do this the right way. Okay. You're not going to make $1 million the first year. So get that out your head. I don't care who's telling you that. That's not going to happen. You're not going to make $500,000 the first year. As a company, you can scale yourself up to doing literally $200,000 or $300,000 the first year if you are successful in scaling your company. And we show you how to do that when you join our platform. We show you how to we show you a simplified way to scale your company. Okay, so where you can do at least $300,000 as a company your first year, and that will turn into about personal income. You personally, if you are if you're paying yourself right and you're doing the smart thing by paying yourself, a portion of that, and not claiming all that as income because you want to get some tax breaks. So if you're doing the smart thing, that's going to probably equal to about $100,000 to $140,000 coming to you personally. Okay, so out of that $350,000 you make as a company, a good salary for yourself is $100,000 to $140,000, maybe $150,000 on the top end. Now, to show you all exactly what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and pull up my my 1099s. Here's my 1099 from 2018. Okay, this is the first year. My first year, I was a brokerage firm. First year as a broker, my personal income was $104,952. That was my first year, as a brokerage firm. If you notice here, is there by the it tells you what I made each month. January I made over $6,000. February I made over $8,000. March made over $10,000. April made over $13,000. May made over $9,000. June over $7,000. July over $9,000. August over $8,000. September over $9,000. October over $8,000. November over $7,000. December over $6,000. And there you have it. Okay, that was 2018. Okay, Let's go ahead and pull up my 2019. Now, in 2019, I was still a brokerage firm, but I had started about mid 2019, the latter part of 2019, about 7 months, 6 months in, I was a brokerage firm. And then about the other 6 or 7 months, I had transitioned into a dispatch firm. So what you're gonna see here is I made $117,000, and I would have made more, but there was a transition period there where I was transitioned. Okay, so you'll see here in January when I was still a brokerage firm, I made over $10,000. February made over $13,000, almost $14,000. March made over $11,000. April made over $6,000. May made over $5,000. Then this is about the time when I started transitioning right here. I was kind of backing away from brokering and getting into going over to dispatching. So I was transitioning. So I was losing some clientele on the brokerage side because I was transitioning over to a dispatch firm. So I was losing some clientele. As you can see, when I had my full clientele as a broker, almost 11, almost 14, almost 12,000 here. Then as you can see here, when I started transitioning, I kind of dropped in revenue a little bit. But you'll see where it picked back up once I went ahead and fully developed my dispatch firm, which didn't take me long. It didn't take me long to switch over to a dispatching, and I was able to pick back up that revenue, and you'll see in 2020 how it really paid off. Okay, but here it was in April when I started transition. I made about half, what I made in March. Why? Because I lost a lot of clientele, because a lot of clientele didn't want to stick with me as a dispatcher, but I retained about 60%, I think about 55% of my clientele I kept. Okay, so 55% of my clientele transitioned with me. That's shippers and brokers. So shippers and brokers, 55% of them transitioned with me. I lost about 45% of my clientele because I was switching from brokering to dispatch. Because not every shipper wants to work with a dispatcher. Okay, let me put that out there. Not every shipper wants to work with a dispatcher. Okay, for some reason, not every broker wants to work with a dispatcher, which I don't understand, because dispatchers, they're providing a free service to brokers. In case a lot of you brokers didn't know that. All right, so here's what happened. In May, in April, I dropped down to $6,800, which is about half what I made, the month before and the months before that. Okay, in May it dropped even further, $5,800. But in June, you all see I started bouncing back. I started picking up more and more carriers who wanted to sign on with me. I started picking up some more shippers. I made $7,700 in July, over $10,000. August, over $8,000. September, I made more than $11,000. October, more than $12,000. November, more than $11,000. And in December, because of the holidays or whatever this is, kind of dropped a little bit. I made right at $7,000. Now, here's what happened in 2020, the year of the pandemic. Okay, the year of the pandemic. Here's what happened in 2020. In 2020, my dispatch firm was in full swing. Okay, and I had picked up a whole bunch of new shippers, picked up a whole bunch of new clientele. I had hired a whole bunch of new dispatch agents. I was really, 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 really rocking. And this is my personal income. Now, my corporate income is about 4 times greater than that. Okay, I'm just letting you all know. The company made about 4 times more money than that. I personally, from my dispatching, here's what I made. In January, more than right at 16,000, more than 15,000. Now remember, in December, the year before that, it dropped down to about $7,000. But in January, because I was scaling my company, I was scaling my business, I was bringing in more clientele. I actually was I was dealing with more personal carriers myself. I had them on dedicators and things like that. I had really gotten to the point to where I had this thing down pat. Well, I had them on dedicated runs. I didn't have to really deal with them personally all the time, and I was making some great money, as you can see here. So in January, 15,000, made more than $15,000, right at $16,000. February, I made over $16,000, close to 16,500. In March, over $19,000, almost 19,500. In April, more than $18,000. In May, more than $17,000. In June, great month, made over $34,000 in June of 2020. Okay, in July, more than $11,000. August, more than $8,000. September, more than $10,000. October, more than $9,000. November, more than $9,000. December, more than $7,000. So this is what you can expect. Now, when I say to you, you're not going to make $1 million the first year, because you're not. You got to scale your business. And what you make personally and what your company makes is two different things. Okay, you all should learn to separate that. What your company makes and what you make personally is two separate things. Okay, this is my personal revenue. My company revenue, no, I don't show that. Okay, for obvious reasons. Okay, because that's just being proof. Okay, but I can tell you, I made about 4 times what my personal revenue is with my company. Okay, so that's how you want to scale your business, and this is what we teach you when you join our platform. Okay, we don't just go out there and teach you about the rules and regulations and how to calculate land rates and things like that. Yeah, that's all. I mean, you can learn that stuff on Google. I mean, I'm be honest with you. We teach you the more intangible things of how to run your business, how to scale your business, how to actually go through the process of dispatching, how to set up your brokerage firm. What's the best way to set up your brokerage firm? What's the most efficient way to set up your brokerage firm? Okay. We teach you the things that are going to help you to make money. We teach you the things that are going to help you to scale your business. And in doing that, we also provide for you all the tools and resources and things that you would normally have to pay for yourself. We provide those things for you within our platform so that you can save money and lower your overhead. And you can concentrate on scaling and running your business. Okay, that's what we do at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. That's what has made us so popular as a learning center over the last 3, 4, 5, over the last 3, 4 years. That's what has made us so popular. That's what has made us the most sought after logistics training platform in the industry. Okay. That's why we have more than 140,000 hours of operational training videos. No one, I don't care who you go to, no one else out there has that many hours of operational training videos that's available to their student base. Okay. So that's what we do here at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatching Network. So that's what I promised you all yesterday, that I would show you all that. And, there you have it. All right. Woo. About time for us to say goodbye. All right. Look, if you all want to join our platform, you can join us here at the National Dispatchers Network. You go to mydispatcher.org. If you want to join our platform, you go to mydispatcher.org. All right. When you get there, you're gonna stroll down. Let me get to my home page here. You're gonna stroll down, and in the first page, you're gonna see a video on the first page. This is that video right here. Underneath it, you'll see where it says to enroll. Click here. You're gonna click that, and that's gonna take you over to our enrollment site. Now, when you get to our enrollment site, this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see, building blocks of success, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. And here you'll be able to enroll. If you are a veteran, you can enroll using our veterans platform. It's only $249.95 on your enrollment fee, and it's $29.95 per month to access your back office tools, resources, training, support, and all the things you need to be successful. Okay, and our 140,000 hours of pre-recorded videos and live training. You can also enroll if you're not a veteran. Okay, you can enroll in our individual platform, which is $349.95 is your enrollment fee, and your monthly subscription fee is $39.95 per month. Same access, all the tools, resources, training, support, live training, access to 140,000 hours of pre-recorded operational training videos as well. And we have corporate enrollments. I haven't really explained the corporate enrollment, but corporate enrollments, we have corporate enrollment 1.0, which is you can enroll up to you can enroll yourself and up to 10 additional employees. So that's 11 of you all together who can enroll in the corporate enrollment. Okay, they can be employees, they can be staff members, they can be dispatch agents, they can be freight broker agents, just whatever. You all can be 10 partners, if you want to. Okay, but when you do that, it's going to be $699.95 on your enrollment fee. That covers everybody. Your monthly subscription fee is going to be $99.95 per month. That covers all 11 of you. Okay, you all get your own logins and things like that. Okay, corporate enrollment 2.0, obvious, up to 20 additional agents, covers 21 of you. That one is $999.95 on the enrollment, and it is $199.95 per month. And we also have a corporate enrollment unlimited, which is $2,495.95 on the unlimited, and is $299. I think it's $299 or $249. I believe it's $299.95 per month on the corporate enrollment unlimited. But that's just what it says. It's an unlimited number of employees, agents, whatever, as big as your firm grows, you have access, and all your employees and stuff will have their own logins. And when you do it that way, the reason why we have our corporate enrollment is because you are letting us train you and your people. You don't have to worry about training. We take care of the training. Okay, we take care of the training. We'll provide you all with access to your load boards. And doing it this way saves you a lot of money. We take care of your training. You can concentrate on running your business. Okay, that's what we do here at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. All right, thank you all. I appreciate you all again for joining us. Tomorrow is Friday, which is our last day for the in the week that we do this. On Saturdays and Sundays, we don't do the load board report, but we do it every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and about 7:30 to 7:45, we have our little talk about what we do as a logistics learning center and the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Okay, so join our platform, get some great knowledge, get a lot of tools and resources, get access to a huge network of professionals who are doing the same thing you are doing and who are in your industry, because this is how you learn, this is how you earn. Thank you again. I appreciate y'all for joining us for the Load Board Report, weekday, daily review of what's going on in your neighborhood, in your neck of the woods when it comes to loads and freight. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it, and I will see you all next time on the Load Board Report. Bye, everybody.